Hello and welcome to the Caring Matters podcast. I'm Liz Tassone, the volunteer host, and I'm here today with Anne Frederickson. Anne is the project manager for Ohio Senior Medicare Patrol, and she works out of ProSeniors, which is a local aid society, legal aid society for seniors. So first, Anne, tell us a little bit about what ProSeniors does.
Thank you, Liz. I'm very proud and delighted to talk to you about ProSeniors. We have a wonderful organization. We are actually based here in Cincinnati, but we provide free legal services for folks 60 and over that reside in the state of Ohio. And regardless of income or any other criteria, we will offer you 30 minutes for free with one of our attorneys on our hotline. You don't have to physically come to our office, but we will take your call and set up an appointment over the phone, and you will get free legal advice for 30 minutes, and if the matter may be more difficult or involved, we can refer you to a hotline referral attorney that's located somewhere in the state of Ohio, would be in your community, and they will take your case for usually a lesser fee than what a private attorney would do. And the beauty of our attorneys is they specialize in age-related type issues, so that many other law firms that are very valuable around take on a lot of other kinds of issues, but at ProSeniors we know a lot about senior issues, and you know, we really try to specialize in that area. So that's a big part of what we do. We also run the Nursing Home Ombudsman program, which is we do have ombudsmen that are advocates for seniors, and we actually operate in all the facilities that are about 200 plus in Southwest Ohio. And ombudsman means advocate. We go into those long-term care facilities and we make sure that the residents' rights are protected. There's 60% of people in nursing homes that never have anyone come see them. It's really sad. And we look out for their interest and make sure that things are going okay. We also operate a pension rights project. There are many folks, especially today, that have had problems with pensions. Maybe they've lost a pension, maybe their former business went bankrupt, or their spouses. We can actually help them retrieve that pension. We've retrieved over $16 million for folks, and that actually starts at age 40. So we can actually take an intake call from you if you're 40 and over. And that's throughout, not even just Ohio. We do Kentucky and Michigan, West Virginia. And so that's a big part of what we do too. We also run a foreclosure project where we help seniors that are facing, unfortunately, foreclosure. And we have attorneys, a couple attorneys that specialize in assisting people get through that foreclosure process and help save their home. And as you can imagine, in this economy, that's been huge with folks that are really struggling with trying to keep their homes, even at 65 and 75 years old. So, and then last but not least is our Medicare fraud project, which we have a senior Medicare patrol, and again, we cover the whole state of Ohio, so we're going all over 88 counties trying to impress the mission on how to protect the Medicare program from the enormous amount of Medicare fraud, waste, and abuse. We also train volunteers to assist us in our community, and we're always looking for wonderful, dedicated seniors that can be volunteers to help us to bring the word out to folks. Also help us at health fairs and events around the state, and we have proudly 50-some volunteers that do that, and they're wonderful, dedicated people. So we're very happy to be doing this as part of our mission also at ProSeniors.
Very good. You mentioned that you had to be 60 and older to call ProSeniors for legal advice, and I'm wondering if a caregiver is calling, let's say, about a guardianship or a power of attorney or a living will for their mother who is over 60.
Good question, and that's fine. Yes, they can still call our office. That's an excellent question. As long as they're calling on behalf and the client is 60 and over. That's the distinction, as long as the client is 60 and over, but the child or son or an aunt or uncle is calling on their behalf, we can still help them.
Okay, very good. Boy, you guys do a lot. I don't think I knew that you did all that.
Really?
That's wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, it's very busy, but it's a great service.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Unlike legal aid, we don't discriminate based on income. They have their role, and it's wonderful work they do, but they do have limited income and criteria that they use. We do not have that. We will ask you questions for our funder purposes. Our funders want to know who we're serving, but we will never turn away anyone based on income.
Wow. The age criteria
It's
solely.
only the age criteria.
Wonderful.
That's right.
Wonderful.
That's right.
And one of the things that you all are going to be doing soon is a forum on Medicare fraud prevention and consumer protection. So tell us about that, where it is.
Sure, I'd be happy to,
Okay.
Liz. I'm real excited about that. And the most important piece for me today is also to tell you that we are partnering with Catholic Charities and the Caregiver Assistance Network. And without Margaret Anachi and our wonderful caregiver support group, we could not do what we're doing with this Medicare fraud forum, because she has been tremendously important in moving forward with this.
Go, Margaret.
And I can tell you that this has been a godsend for us. And I'm very proud that we are going to offer a Medicare fraud forum to especially caregivers this time. We have now done this. This is our 4th year. We heard very loud and clear from our caregivers that there was a need to do this in the evening, to offer this at a time when it's convenient for folks, especially caregivers who are working, who are also caring for their loved ones, or perhaps maybe a spouse that they are busy during the day, and if they could spare just a couple hours to come out and hear about Medicare fraud and also consumer protection, because consumer protection affects everyone. And actually Medicare fraud does too, because I tell people that's our tax dollars, folks,
Right.
that are going out to unscrupulous people that have no business taking advantage of our healthcare system. Imagine what we could do with that money.
Right.
If they didn't go into the hands of these other people that are undeserving. But the good news is that this forum is going to start at 4 o'clock.
Oh, great.
And we are going to have the FBI. We are going to have the Attorney General's office. We also have the Ohio Senior Health Insurance Information Program, OSHIP, through the Department of Insurance coming. The Ohio Department of Aging is coming at the state level. We also have Social Security coming. So we have some wonderful speakers that are giving their time. Also a guy who is a special aide in charge of the Office of Inspector General, who investigates healthcare fraud for the state of Ohio, is coming from Cleveland. And he is giving up his evening to come and be with us and to help us to talk about this subject. And we're very excited to offer this to caregivers and anyone, any member of the public that's interested in hearing about it.
Okay, so this forum is an education event. So people come and they listen to speakers that are going to talk to them about what's going on in this field.
Yes,
Medicare
excellent.
fraud.
And they can ask questions too,
Oh,
Liz.
good. Okay, question
they can
and
ask
answer.
questions, and we are going to have booths, vendors that are here that are also going to be able to offer them publications and one-on-one counseling to talk to them
Wow,
about
okay.
issues. So it'll be a really great resource opportunity. Also, just a little plug, we're doing this in conjunction with National Consumer Protection Month. March is National Consumer Protection Month, and so we work with the Attorney General's office that they are really the ones that are asked to move forward with consumer protection throughout the country. So we are working with them to try to promote consumer protection.
Okay. And this event is going to be held, well, I forgot to mention that you and I are sitting in the studios of WMKV 89.3 on your FM dial. And this was home to me for 8 years when I did a program here, and now Anne does a program on WMKV as well. And so we're here, and the event is located at Maple Knoll Village, where this studio is.
It sure is. And
Okay.
we're very happy to partner with Maple Knoll too. They've been wonderful partners now for the last 4 years,
Okay.
hosting the event. And the wonderful part too is having George Zahn, who is a wonderful executive director and producer of WMKV. He is going to be the host.
Okay.
And he is gifted in radio, and so he will ask the questions of the panel and be able to talk intelligently, and then also include the audience.
Okay.
And he's very good at that.
So let's tell them all the details about this event. It's going to be Wednesday, March 20th,
yes,
4 to 6:30.
yes, and we will,
Maple Knoll Village in Springdale, Ohio.
right, and we also are going to offer a light supper
Oh,
so
okay.
we're going to have a lot of good snacks and some food, so folks, if they are rushed coming in from work, or perhaps maybe a long day just caring for their loved one, they can actually then come and get some good food, as well as talk to the panelists and hear the presentations.
Okay, is that free food?
Yes, it is.
Free food, folks.
Free.
If you come for no other reason, you get a
Yes.
free meal, and we know caregivers work so hard, so we want them to have, you know, and plus being at the 4 to 6:30 time,
Yes.
that's a time when a lot of people would be eating. So
Right.
what a
So
good idea to
we
offer
thought that
that.
would be good. Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, Maple Knoll has wonderful food, so
Yeah.
we will be happy to be able to provide that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure this will be a great event for you.
Well, thank you, Liz.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for talking about it with me today, and I thanks so much to Margaret and Achi and the Caregivers Assistance Network, and also Catholic Charities for being a wonderful partner in addition to Maple Knoll and helping us to put this off. And I think it'll be well worth your time if you get the opportunity to come out and hear it.
Very good. Well, thank you so much. Anne Frederickson with ProSeniors, in charge of the Ohio Senior Medicare Patrol, and also running this event, the forum, putting that together for us as well. So I want to thank Anne.
Oh, thank
and
you, Liz.
On behalf of the Caregivers Assistance Network and Margaret, we thank you for our sponsors also who are listed on this page. And always remember that caring matters.